Yeah, riding in my whip and man, I'm feeling blessed. Accomplish all my goals, I'm trying to see what's next.
What's up, y'all? Good morning. It's your boy Tay from Exercise and Truth. Today is the first episode of The Truth, my new live show. And today my first guest is EarthQuake, aka Trecell. Let's see if we can get him in here.
Riding in my whip and man, I'm feeling blessed. Accomplish all my goals, I'm trying to see what's next.
Let's see if we gonna get in here.
Oh yeah, I'm crying tears of joy cause I heard Jesus wept. Prolific like Hermias, they say my touch is Midas. They never seen it like
That's that new joint from Marlo King, entitled Blessed. Let's see if we got EarthQuake in. Let's see if we can get him in.
Leveled out the playing field and even my odds. They hate to see a nigga like me succeed on my job. My conception was immaculate.
He's in there. You just gotta tap join, bro. Okay, here you go.
Count my blessings in the form of some blue notes and some.
That worked. Shit, that worked.
Good morning.
Good morning, man. How you feeling?
All right, let me turn these lights on.
All right. Got your coffee this morning?
Not yet, not yet.
Got mine. Had to. It's getting cold out there.
I just gave him out the like that.
Good spot.
At a good angle.
All right.
Okay, man, I just keep it old school. I ain't got no haircut right now, so I gotta.
Man, we ain't worrying about the haircut. We come to interview the man.
Yeah.
You good? You good? You got the walking cashes?
Yeah, we just got back in.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get right into it. Today's episode 1 of The Truth. I got my guest right here, Trecell, aka EarthQuake. I'm just gonna start with something easy. Where you from?
I got you right here. Hold on. Right here, bud.
Okay. And exactly, for the people who ain't from down there, exactly where is that at?
Shreveport, Louisiana. That's northeast Louisiana. You know, about 3 hours from Texas, 3 hours from Little Rock, 3 hours from Oklahoma City. We
let them know where.
The top of the boot, cuffing the jeans.
Yes, sir. So my question to you is, Aaron, what made you want to become a fighter?
Honestly, I'm surprised you're not a fighter. I'm surprised all of us ain't fighters. I mean, I feel like the era we grew up in, they was breeding kids to be fighters. I mean, like, we grew up watching Bruce Lee and then Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, Ninja Turtles, like everything with people fighting people. Wrestling, you know, it was just a natural progression. I feel like that was what I saw, and that's what I like gravitated to for the most part. But I guess how I got started like my first day walking in the gym. Me and my boy Terrence, we was walking back from the corner store, and they was opening a kickboxing gym, and he was like, "Hey man, you should try it out." Because like before that, I was always talking, you know, and be like, "Man, I could do that." When you see him, say, "Oh, I could do that. I can do that." And then so basically, my boy called me out and he was like, "Oh, they opened the gym right here, man. You can finally do all the stuff you were saying you can do." And I was like, "Nah."
Shout out to Terrence, man. Shout out to Terrence.
I was like, "Nah, man." And so we finished walking home. We came back to my place, and Terrence had told my dad, and my dad put me in the car. We went back up there, and then we signed up.
That's what's up.
He didn't sign up. And then when I got there, actually, it was a Saturday. I don't even know if y'all remember this. There was this TV show on MTV back in the early 2010s called Caged, and it was about it's like a reality show about cage fighters. And they filmed that in like Shreveport and Halton and Benton. And so when I came to the gym, they was actually filming the TV show.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's dope.
Which made me want to like do it even more. Cause I seen the cameras and the crew, and you know, people get doing interviews. Like, oh man, it's like the real deal. I was like, they got it going. So,
and what gym was that? Tankhead?
That was Tankhead, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for those who don't know, that's the show in the UFC now. Like Matt Schnell, he'll be fighting in a couple weeks.
Okay.
But I'm actually on like 2 episodes of that show in the background. I don't know which episode, but I remember being in the gym when it was filming. They ain't interview. I wasn't no character. I was just, in the gym. But that kind of pushed me. And then I guess it was a hobby. It was just like I liked it instantly. Like I came that Saturday, it was like, oh, we filming a show right now. Go ahead and sign up. Come Monday at this time. I came in on Monday. I went to the kids class, and I was like 16 at the time. And they were like, oh, you can stay for the adults class. Because I was like, everybody in the kids class was like 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I stayed for the adult class, and I just liked it. It was just like something I kept coming back. It was like I went Monday, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go Tuesday. And I went Wednesday, and I went Thursday. And I was just every day of the week. And I was like, oh, I open on Saturday too. And I was there. It was just natural.
So, Tankhead, that's Muay Thai, right?
Yeah, Muay Thai.
Okay. So I know you train as a boxer, kickboxer, Muay Thai, MMA. If I'm forgetting something, you can throw it out of there. But out of those 5, which is your favorite?
To do or to watch? Because those are 2 different things.
Okay, so all right, we'll go with both questions. So we'll start with what's the first you like to do? What's the one you like to do the most?
Pure kickboxing would probably be my favorite.
Kickboxing, okay.
Pure
and
kickboxing.
As far as watching, what would you say?
Well, I come from wrestling, not like that fake WWE wrestling, but that's where I got my start. That's kind of how I started fighting because like I really enjoyed that and I wanted to do the real thing. But like I wrestled and I really like I watched the Olympics this summer. I love wrestling. That's the sport. Like a lot of people don't understand what's going on, so it might be interesting to them. But if you know what's going on, it's an interesting sport. It gets your heart pumping. You get anxiety because like especially if you're rooting for like in the Olympics, pretty much wrestling is a world sport, so it's always your country versus another country. So like. And America has a really good wrestling program, so you can really get behind your athletes and be like, okay, we're going to get some medals. So it's usually like America, Russia, and Iran that you see like when it comes to wrestling. Then the 3 countries that show out.
Okay, so I know you got all those different sports you do. So is it hard to transition from one to another? Like say, for instance, if you're in a boxing match, is it hard for you not to kick somebody or vice versa?
It's just boxing because in kickboxing and Muay, I guess, I say boxing because my last boxing fight I almost need to do because it's just instant. He left the opening. It was an opening, but it's not an opening in boxing because boxers can, like in different sports, you can move a different way. So if you watch boxing, they do a lot of head rolls where they drop their head real low to the ground and they almost looking down and like a lot of rolling and stuff like that. And kickboxing and Muay Thai, you can't do that.
Yeah, because you kick in the face.
All you have to do is pick up your knee to do to run right into it.
So I know you said kickboxing is your favorite. Is that your most comfortable sport you in? I mean, is that the most comfortable when you're doing? Like once you're in the ring?
It's for natural. I feel like I can throw all my weapons. The only thing about kickboxing is there's no elbows in kickboxing. So in Muay Thai is kickboxing with elbows in the clinch.
Okay.
And, I guess I can explain the clinch. I don't think you know what it is.
Okay, just actually, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to use boxing because everybody's seen boxing, I feel like. So, in boxing, like when the 2 guys, like when let's say one dude get hit, and then he grabs the dude and holds onto him. And the referee like step in, like get apart. So what they're doing, they're clinching up.
Okay.
So which is illegal in boxing and illegal in kickboxing. You can't clinch, which means you're not supposed to grab the person. But in Muay Thai, you can grab them, and the reason you can grab them is because Muay Thai is a more complete sport because you can grapple a little bit. So when you clinch up, the referee's not gonna step in and break her up. You got to fight your way out, and that's when you see a lot of the elbows because you're this close to the dude. So all you have to do is pick it up, and you can just toss the elbow in. And the thing about elbows is, like, elbows don't have to land hard. You don't see a lot of elbow knockouts. Elbows cut you. So elbows slice open. Like, if you look, you probably can't see it. It's been a while, but I got cut with an elbow right there. It's like real. You don't have to hit them hard. You can graze them, barely touch them. You'll cut them open. And then if you get cut in a fight, that counts as a knockout. Because if it's a bad cut, they'll wave it off.
Stop the fight because it's right above the eye, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was a good spot. I didn't get called in that fight. That was a good spot. Because if you can really see it, it's right here. So when the blood leaked, it leaked here. So as long as the blood's not in your eye or then continue.
Okay, my next question is what is your ultimate goal in the fighting sports?
Honestly, I want to be the best at everything. It sounds narcissistic. I feel like you guys just speaking into existence. Like I feel like there's only been one person to do it, and it's been a woman. So it hasn't been a man to do it, but capture belts in all 3 disciplines, capture a boxing title, kickboxing title, and an MMA title. Only person to do that would be Holly Holmes. And so there's only been a woman to do it. And then right now, Clarissa Shields is looking to do it too.
She
So
looking
right,
good.
women, they getting after it, but you know, ain't no man really came and like tried to like really get all sports, like dude, be a champion in all sports. The closest person to that probably is like a Israel Adesanya who fought in all the sports, but he wasn't a champion in all the sports.
Okay. So, who's your biggest inspiration?
Uh, my two biggest like I don't know, I feel like that's a loaded question. You probably don't think so, but let me see. In what way, as far as fighting or in life, or, you know, like
I would just say in the sport, and we can go with life too, a sport and the life. But let's do both.
I got two people, and I got them right here. Like I got little statues of them, you know, in my house. Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali. I got to go with
And that
believe.
rhyme, that rhyme.
Yeah, Bruce Lee and Ali. You know, I
Okay.
feel like both of them they got good because they got good philosophy on top of it. 'Cause a lot of fighting is philosophy.
Okay. True. True. So, what would you say one of your most favorite quotes from both of them would be?
Let's see. Oh, ooh, you
I
got me.
got you on that one. Yeah.
Okay, Ali. Ooh, I might butcher the quote.
It's
uh,
okay. You know, you could paraphrase it a little bit.
basically, I said I was great before I knew I was great, or something like that. Basically,
I like that.
like he spoke into existence.
I like that. I like that.
And then for Bruce Lee, I got to go with the. I know this one. I got a T-shirt with it on it. Do not try. Do.
I like that. I
Do
like
not
that.
try. Do.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. So my question to you is, when COVID hit, how did and the world just stood still? How were you able to adapt and to keep going and keep pushing, even though everybody was just like at a standstill and breaking, basically?
Well, it hit me not hard in the sense like I wasn't like going into depression and like that. You know, I kind of enjoyed the home time. You know, but
Okay.
I planned on fighting 20. I mean, not 20. I planned on fighting 5 times in 2020, but that obviously didn't happen because of COVID. And I actually had
Yeah.
a fight scheduled in March, so March 2020. But you know,
Boxing match, MMA.
yeah, boxing.
Oh,
Because
boxing.
COVID
Okay.
hit, so I didn't get to do that match.
Okay. Okay. So when you in the gym and you getting your workout on, who you like to listen to? What kind of mix you got going on?
Oof. I don't want to be wrong in what it is, but it's rap. You know, I like a lot of rap. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in, to be honest. Because
Okay.
sometimes, am I lifting or am I doing bag work, or because it might be a different vibe for each one, or I'm on the treadmill because each one got a different feel for me. I'm listening to something different. So if I'm doing cardio,
Uh-huh.
like not like boxing cardio or kickboxing cardio, if I'm doing like on the treadmill, elliptical, you know, air down bike, I'm gonna listen to a podcast.
Okay.
You know? And if I'm hitting the bag, I like rap. I guess drill. You know, a lot of I
Okay.
feel like
Chicago
a
rap.
lot of Memphis. I feel like a lot of like Memphis and like Michigan rappers, Michigan and Detroit rappers be
Detroit
they
going.
on the wave right now. I like a lot of
Yeah.
Sada Baby,
Yes,
Money
out of yes,
Bag
sir.
Yo, and PDF the Pac Man,
Oh yeah, he going too. Yeah, yeah.
and then
Okay.
trying to think. Oh, Young Dolph. I've been vibing with a lot of Young Dolph lately. Dolph been
Yeah.
getting me through the days. But my favorite song, my two favorite songs right now to like get it into is Big Boss Rabbit by Freddie Gibbs and
Okay.
Me Versus Me by Moneybagg Yo.
Okay. I heard the money bag. Yo, I heard the Freddie Gibbs one.
I
Okay.
was fine.
So
It got like the first little 15 seconds, it's like a Mike Tyson interview, and I liked it because Mike Tyson talking to get, and then he should get you hyped, and then the
yeah.
song,
Okay.
and so that's what made me really like the song. And then the Me
Not,
Versus Me song, it's just like the way he come on, the way he come on with this is he like I felt that when he said lately I feel like it's me versus me, and
I
I
know
was like that's
exactly what
really
you.
what it is, and that's I feel like once I really and that unrelated but related. But once I found out that like about really life, it's really you versus you. It really ain't you versus nobody else. And once
Yeah.
I figured that out, that's really what helped me like open my mind because I feel like actually during COVID, like I don't know, it's just like I feel like my mind just open. Like I always
Hmm.
had the skill. I've been doing it for almost 11 years now. All like disciplines. Like if I include wrestling, I've been doing it like 15 years.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
So
yeah.
but I don't
It
know, like
definitely.
it just clicked in my head one day. Like I don't know, I was just home like, watching TV, and then like I just got a chance to be introspective, and then I was like, and it just clicked, and I was like, dang, that's all you got to
Yep.
do. And then
Yep.
like once my mind was to the point where I could control my body. I know this sounds weird, but like you, a lot of young people don't know how to control your body. That's really what comes with age. It's like you know how to control your own body. That's why a lot of athletes say your peak is like 30 something because you really learning your body. Because like I feel like I always been athletic, but I didn't know how to be athletic. I didn't know how to control my body. But now I can be calm and patient. I can move. I know like okay, I can't move like that. The hip type, or like I need to stretch a little more. Like I know my body more, which allows me to perform better. And I feel like the older I get, until my body break down, I'm just gonna keep getting better.
So that brings me to my next question. So I heard every fighter when he gets in the ring, some are nervous, some are anxious, others are calm. How do you feel when you're in the ring? Like how?
For me personally, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm gonna speak for everybody.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the emotion would be anxious because I feel like nervousness is still anxiousness, excitement is still anxiousness. So it's really just anxious, and you got to be in control of that. And for me, I don't know if you're gonna be honest. Like I can say you're scared. I mean, you go into a fight, you finna fight in front of people. You go into a fight, like to fight another person. You in your underwear in front of your friends and family and strangers, and you could literally get killed. You know?
Yeah.
You get embarrassed. So like, yeah, of course you're gonna have some emotions, but I don't know. Once you like on the walk up and everything, I don't know when the music like when I'm in the back room, my heart's like boom, like a cartoon, you know, like when Jessica Rabbit was performing in the the Wolf. Heart was like.
Oh, we talking about I know what you're talking about.
And Who's Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah.
Yeah,
but Wolf,
that's a whole movie, that, bro.
That's how my heart beat when I be like, but not like in a love way, but that's how I be beating. Be like, like nobody can see it, but I'm just like sweating bullets, and I was like, every time I go into a fight, when they call my name when I hit the curtain, my first thought every single time is, why am I doing this? Like, and then it's like, why do I keep doing this? Like, I don't have to sign up for this. Nobody forced me to do it,
but like you say, it's me versus me. That's your conscious versus your conscious versus yourself. So I understand that. That actually brings me. That's a setup for another good question. How did you feel about the Deontay Wilder and the Tyson Fury fight?
Oh, it was an amazing fight. Which one? 3, right? I'm talking about the third one.
The most recent one, yeah.
Oh, it was good. That was a great fight. That's an all-time great heavyweight fight. I really and honestly, and I don't even hate to say it in public, but I still think Deontay Wilder can beat Tyson Fury. I still think he can if he gets some real good coaches, because he got too much natural ability, and he's still just fighting. He's just fighting. He's not boxing yet. He's just fighting. And if you just fighting and you holding, and Tyson Fury is the best boxer on the planet right now. Sorry, Canelo. I hate to tell you. With Tyson Fury, like Bud Crawford, all you guys, Tyson Fury, he the biggest man. He the baddest man on the planet when it comes to 2 hands. And you got a guy who really just throwing bones, hanging with him. So if that man really getting to like take some time off and train, I think he'd still be a problem. And you know what's crazy? I found out he didn't run for that fight. He didn't do no cardio. He didn't run.
Yeah, cardio was a big thing.
He was trying to put on weight, so he didn't do no cardio, which was foolish on his part. Because I feel like if he had the cardio, he probably could have got him out of there.
Yeah, because he ain't had no legs. If you're not doing that cardio, you don't got no wind. You don't got your legs. You know, so yeah, that really that's a big hit for him. You know, I guess he was probably thinking about he was gonna probably knock him out like the first how I looked the first round, and it didn't happen. Once that didn't happen, he was like.
And then I just saw this recently. I didn't even know this. I just saw it recently. So you know, in the first fight, they said in the 12th round, Tyson Fury didn't make 12th. Yeah, Tyson Fury didn't make the count. Like he was on the ground longer. So in this fight, when Deontay Wilder knocked him down the second time, the ref started counting. He got to 5, and then Deontay Wilder was in the middle of the ring, and he talked to him. He said, "Hey, go back to the neutral corner. Go to the neutral corner." And that took like 4 seconds. And then he came back, and he was like 6, 7, and then he got up.
That's crazy.
If you look at the clock in the corner, because the clock doesn't stop when you get dropped, and you can literally see like 12 seconds pass by.
Oh no! Nah, see see,
it was crazy, but I ain't mad because he got up and still won. But I'm just saying, like honestly, they should have been called.
Yeah, that extra 2 seconds mean a lot. You know, you can, you know that. Yeah.
Take a breath.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah,
I didn't notice that. I didn't notice the top watching. I was like, dang, I didn't know that happened. But I still got faith in Deontay Wilder. I don't know. It might not be well placed, but you know, he's from the South. He's from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like his vernacular ain't the best, but I kind of like it. It reminds me of home. So when he be saying the wrong words, and he be like, I don't even know explain. Like you've seen his interviews, man. Like some words, like, hey, bro, you use that word in the wrong spot, or like he'll just like mix them up. You can feel like a little countryness, a little backwoods in him, and like I don't know. I like it. It reminds me of home. That little dog, you know.
So, in the sport right now, in fighting, kickboxing, this gonna be a big question. So I just let me just go into let me do MMA. And MMA, who you watching? Who would you say is the next big thing or somebody you should definitely watch?
Like on the come up, so not a champion, like somebody who's on the come up right now.
On the come up, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. They hyping a lot of people up, but I ain't a real huge fan of the hype train. You know, I've always gone like against the grain when it comes to like looking at new superstars. But MMA, who I have to go with? I'm finna tell you who finna be a bad man. I just can't remember his name. Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira.
Okay,
Brazilian
okay.
cat. And honestly, if he can get the UFC title, he'll do what I said I wanted to do because he's already been a boxing champion. He just left kickboxing, two division kickboxing champion, and now he's coming over to MMA. So that's a guy to watch, and he got a nasty left hook. Like honestly, just look at this man's left hook knockouts. It's like it looked like he don't even land. Like when you see the punches, it don't look like he landed at all, but the dude be stone cold, stiff as a board. Like back at the one went to, we called it like when guys get hit real hard, they freeze up. We call it like getting Sub-Zero.
Okay.
So you know, ice, and you be like, because that's what happens when you get hit real hard. Like your body just freeze up. They hit him with
what's his name again?
Alex Pereira. It's like you know how to spell Alex, and I think it's Perria.
Okay, now I'm definitely gonna be watching for him.
He's a bad man. He's a bad man.
So this question is off the boxing topic, but it is a sports question. Who you got for the Super Bowl? I know it's kind of early, but who you think?
Early. I don't even.
I already know who your team is, but who you think?
Oh, my team ain't making it. But just two teams. I can feel like four. Who I think gonna win, or who I think gonna be in.
Yeah, you pick the two because it's gonna be two teams playing. So who would you say? This is a prediction. You know, it's still up and out.
Okay, let's see. Honestly, coming out the end, I'm gonna pick two for each one. Coming out the NFC, and I'm gonna hate to say it out loud. Both answers.
I hope you're not about to say what I think you're about to say.
I'm about to say what you think I'm gonna say, man. I hate to say it. I think it's either gonna be the Buccaneers or the Cowboys. I hate to say it. I am not one of their fans, but look, check this out. I played football against Dak Prescott, you know, so he from the area. And then one of the Cowboys cheerleaders, she went to high school with me. So, you know, it's right down the street. You know, we visit there all the time. It's love, but, you know, it's a sport take too. So NFC, I got the Buccaneers or the Cowboys. And in the AFC, I once again, I just be believing in people too much. But I got to go with the Ravens.
Baltimore, okay. That's
okay.
That's different, yeah.
The Ravens. Like, solely just the Ravens. It ain't going to be the Patriots. I'm sorry.
Sorry, no.
It ain't going to be them. So I got the Titans or the Titans the Titans or the Ravens. Titans or the Ravens. Titans good. Titans or the Ravens or the Broncos or the Cowboys. Not Broncos, the Buccaneers or the Cowboys. The Broncos trash.
Okay. Sorry for those Denver fans out there. So I know a lot of athletes once they get through fighting and or not even some of them retire. Some of them, you know, they just don't hit their peak. They just don't make it. If you didn't have to do fighting, what would be something else you would do? Would you do like sports commentary? Would you do coaching? You know, or something on the lines of that?
Hopefully both. That's my end game. Like regardless of what happens, like I love to open the gym and I love to like commentate fights and compare. I feel like I spend all my time learning all this knowledge. You know, how to wrestle, how to throw a kick, how to throw a punch, how to slip a punch, how to step in, how to clinch, how to throw an elbow. Like I feel like it'd be useless for me not to give that information back in some way. So commentating, I can talk people through. You know, because really what commentating is just the people who don't know what's going on. I'm just, you know, you letting them know what's going on. Like you just follow along. And then coaching, of course, like I want to give back, you know, especially I would love to open like a gym, like in a community, like where I come from. And then, you know, teach kids like about like, it's different. And especially because I feel like boxing really got everything on lock as far as like African American community. I feel like boxing just not own it because that's a bad word to use, but I feel like boxing got a chokehold on the African American community as far as combat sports goes. And I feel like it's some great athletes who like may not make it in boxing, but you might be a good kickboxer. You might be a good mixed martial artist. So I really would love to bring that to the streets. but that's gonna be a bad place. You don't want to be around. You don't want to be in the hood where everybody know how to kickbox. That's
throwing knees and
that's a
elbows.
bad spot to be.
So my question to you, my next thing is, what are 3 things that you gotta have? Like, if you was to go on a trip, or say if you had to go somewhere far away, or what are 3 things that you have to take with you?
You know, I feel like I'm old school. I feel like I'm a backpacker. I feel like I don't really need nothing. I feel like it's in me.
So you would say, so it wouldn't be a book. You wouldn't have a book, a favorite book to read, or just say if there was not, like, say for instance, it was like, I ain't gonna say apocalypse, but like, say for instance, if all else fails, there was nothing else to pick up, and you only had 3 things you could take with you.
All right. Well,
What would you?
I take my dog.
Okay.
He can come. You know.
Shout out Cassius.
Yeah. Shout out Cassius. Named after Muhammad Ali. You know, Cassius Clay.
And
Let me see. So bring the dog. Man, I mean, can I get can I like get an unlimited supply of a certain snack? Because
okay, let's go with that. Yeah.
cause I got a sweet tooth, man. It's just gonna be the death of me. What um, probably some Reese's, man. Give me an unlimited supply of Reese's.
Okay.
And then a good pair of shoes. 'Cause I'm gonna be walking. I've always wanted to just walk and just travel the world, you know, backpack. So a good pair of shoes, a sturdy pair. My dog, a sturdy pair of shoes and some Reese's, and I'll be straight.
Yeah, you sound pretty good to me, man. You got somebody that's gonna protect you when you sleeping. You got something to put on your stomach, and then when you walking, you got something to keep you comfortable. Hey, that sounds pretty good to me. I know a lot of people been like binge watching and watching a lot of TV now since the COVID. What you watching on TV right now?
Right now, currently, I'm watching it's a comedy. Check it out. This is funny. It's so funny. To me at least. What We Do in the Shadows. It's about vampires. It's about it's like The Office or Parks and Recreation with vampires.
That's crazy. That's on Netflix?
It's on Hulu and FX. Hulu and FX. Real funny. It's like the first episode, you're like, what? But after the first episode, you're gonna be like dying. It's too funny. But then I just finished Squid Game, which was I ain't like it at first. I watched the first episode, I wasn't feeling it. But then I rewatched the first episode, and then I went ahead and knocked it out in like 2 days. And I'm not really a binge watcher. I watch like 1 episode or something a week.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
I'm on episode 2 of that thing. I'm still trying to get into it myself. So I'm on episode 2. So don't nobody tell me what happened. I just, let me catch up. Let me be slow about this one.
It's a ride. Cause I ain't lie. I cried on 1 episode. It got me. I was like, no, man, you can't do it to him.
You probably like the third person. You about the third person. You about the third person that told me that. I heard our sister. She was telling me that she cried on it too. Well,
yeah, one episode. They got me because you like the characters. I'm like, oh man, they got me. I was at home like, man, don't do it like that, big dog. But it was good. And I don't know if you would say this because I feel like it's not a spoiler. It's a little twist. It's a little.
No, don't tell me. Let me figure it out.
Nah. Okay, go ahead. But it's nice. Oh man, I'm thinking it's like 2-3 twists.
Okay. All right. Aaron, so we didn't got through a lot of these questions. My next question to you would be, what advice would you give someone who wants to become a fighter?
I'm on 2 sets of advice. 2 sets. I feel like being a young kid trying to start doing it, and then being like an adult trying to start 2 different things.
Okay.
So if you a young kid, just learn as much as you can. Like it's gonna sound weird, but spread yourself thin. Like if you're trying to do MMA, at least if you're trying to do like mixed martial arts, you don't want to spend too much time. Like, I'm gonna just box, and then I'm gonna do this. Say
what you said again. So I don't think they heard you. Say that again. What would you say? Spread yourself.
If you were doing MMA, I would try to do everything as soon as possible. Which is, I don't know, like I try to get all the information. Like I try to do a little jiu-jitsu, a little this and a little that while I'm young, and get it all because you got time to grow. You got time to develop those skills. You're not in a rush. You got like years, Yeah. But if you're an adult, man, you got to get after it. I mean, you got to be dedicated. That's really the name of the game. You got to be dedicated, especially as an adult trying to get into it. It's because you fighting the kids who got 20 years old and they got 15 years experience. So They
Yeah.
younger and they're more knowledgeable, which
Yeah.
it's a bad look for you. So you gotta be a man or a woman. You gotta show them that you're bigger and stronger because you get that grown man, grown woman strength. So just stay disciplined. You gotta be disciplined. Don't give up on yourself, especially as an adult. You just gotta push through it and realize you can do it. That's really the end of the day. Like I gotta hit Bruce Lee. Don't try. Don't try.
Just
Trying
do
is
it.
what it is. Just do it.
Just do it. Like Nike.
Like
All right.
Nike.
My next question to you is, and from least to favorite, who are your favorite 5 all-time fighters?
I start at the bottom.
Start at the bottom. From least, from 5 to 1.
All right. Any discipline?
Any discipline.
All right. Let's see. A 5. Ooh. I'm gonna just give a preference beforehand. I'm not going to include Bruce Lee as a fighter, so he will not be featured on the list because I feel like he's more of a philosopher
Mm-hmm.
and an actor more than anything. So because he hasn't really had any real competition, maybe like 2 videos. I'm not going to include him, so that's why he's not on the list. But
Okay.
he's honorable mention, number 6, honorable mention, Bruce Lee.
Okay. Got Bruce on there.
Okay, so I had to go with my boy. Let me make sure it's the right one.
It could be street fight. Okay.
Sugar Ray Leonard, my man, the No Mas. They fought.
No Mas, yeah.
One of my dreams is to fight in the Superdome, the New Orleans Superdome. Man, Sugar Ray Leonard fought in the Superdome, and I was like, I need to do that too.
That's crazy. I didn't even know he fought in New Orleans.
That's the No Mas fight.
I didn't know that. Okay. Hey,
So
now you told me something I didn't even know. That's crazy. Because I know that fight and I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, so we got Leonard, and then I had to go with my boy. And it's a hard. You didn't really got me. You didn't got me. I can't even wait. Gotta go with my boy. Cedric Doumbé.
Okay.
It's
I never heard that.
French kickboxer. Well, Cameroonian French kickboxer. Hopefully one day I'll be able to fight him. I know that sounds weird because we the same age, but it's weird. I'm looking up to him, but we the same age. But one day I'm hoping to fight him. You know what?
Okay.
Yeah, your idols got to become your rivals. That's how you know when you really made it. So I want to fight him. So if you listening, I know you're not, and I don't speak French, but I'm coming for you.
There we go.
And number 3, what's up?
No. I was just saying, hey, Ross said the same thing. And what he say, your idols become your rivals.
Yeah.
So I hear you. So who would you say number 3 is?
My number 3 got to be Big Mike Tyson. That monster.
Mike number 3. Okay.
That monster.
Yeah, Mike.
I like his style.
Especially in his prime. I want nothing to play with.
Yeah, Mike Tyson with the fade.
When nothing to play with at all.
Side, he's like Mike Tyson. Just on top of being like a phenomenal athlete, like he really put on for the shortcuts. Mike Tyson not a tall dude. Mike Tyson should never be the heavyweight champion of the world. He's too short to be the heavyweight champion.
He wanted it, man.
He did it regardless. He did it.
Yeah.
But still, so I appreciate that because we the same height. Which crazy one, how me and Mike Tyson the same height? I feel like in my mind he like 8 feet tall. Well, he not. And then my number 2, my boy Anderson Silva.
Okay. I should knew he was gonna say that.
Anderson Silva, the Spider. I got a poster of him on the wall. You got the Spider, the bad man, Anderson Silva. So and actually, just a side note, his youngest son made a professional kickboxing debut. Got an 8-second knockout. Knocked the dude out with the first kick he threw. Real good knockout. Yeah, he's turning his kids. Hopefully one day I can fight his kids. He's too old for me to fight. I used to when I was coming up, I used to always want to fight Anderson Silva. That was my whole dream. Like I want to fight Anderson Silva.
Did you just have a fight recently, like a boxing fight or?
Yeah, he just dogged out Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Made him look.
No, that was a boxing fight, right?
Boxing, yeah. Anderson
That's
nasty.
crazy.
He like 42, 43 years old.
Ooh.
And then my
That's
number
crazy.
1 got to be, the GOAT. Unquestionably, man.
Ali.
Cassius Marcellus Clay, but then we're gonna call him that because it's a lot of. That's if you even know that side note, but if you notice that name, listen to that Cassius Marcellus Clay. Cassius and Marcellus, those are Latin names. That's like a Roman name.
Okay.
It's like Cassius was one of the people that one of the co-conspirators that killed Julius Caesar.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
hey man, y'all can see I got a history buff in front of you as well as an athlete.
Oh, yeah, man. History is what it is, man. You know, you either learn it or you repeat it.
I like that. That's a good quote, though. That's a good quote. Say that again.
As a history, you either learn it or you repeat it. So, you know, I mean, I studied and I really got that. I've always been in history, but Mike Tyson really made me want to study history. Mike Tyson, he's a history buff. He a real
Okay,
big
okay.
history buff. And when I saw
I
how much
see.
he was in the history, I was like, man, let me just go back because that's what a lot of his stuff he think. Because Mike Tyson, when he was young, he thought of himself as like a warrior, old school warrior. So he would study
Okay.
Genghis Khan. He would study like pharaohs of Egypt. He would study Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, like people who go into war and like war strategies.
I like that. That tell a lot about his character too. Because when he was getting in that ring, it was like he was going to war. You know, he put on that armor. It's a wrap. Okay. So my last
So
and
real
final
quick,
question.
let me go back because I had a little talking in between. So we had honorable mention Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Number 5 was Sugar Ray Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 was Cedric Doumbé.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 was Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 was Anderson Silva. And number 1 was the GOAT himself, Muhammad Ali.
Okay. So we get into this last question. That's a real simple question. It's so simple, but I want you to think about it once I ask you this question. So my last question for you is one word to describe you. What is one word to describe you? You can take a second and think about it.
Nah, I got you. Persistent.
Okay. I like that.
Persistent.
I like that. Persistent. All right.
Yeah, you can ask any girl that I wanted. I'm gonna keep asking until she say, yeah, I'm persistent. I'm persistent. I'm gonna keep asking until you say, yeah, it ain't gonna be no, you ain't gonna get me with the first no. I'm gonna keep coming back.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. All right, bro. I'm at my 8:15 mark, man. Instagram gonna probably pull me off, but I enjoyed the interview, man. I enjoyed hearing everything you had to say. Let the people know where they can follow you at too, as well.
So on Instagram we got EarthQuake MMA, all one word, and then on Twitter we got EQ MMA.
Okay, my first guest on The Truth, Aaron Trecell, EarthQuake. Let me do one more thing before we get out of here.
Yeah, go ahead, come on.
Let's do something called fast pace. I'm gonna ask you a question, and you gotta pick either or.
All right, let's go.
Nas or Jay-Z?
Jay-Z.
Tupac, Biggie?
That's hard. Tupac. We'll go Pac. Let's go with Pac.
Okay. All right. Now you got me right now. Old school is for a classic car or new car. So I'm saying classic car or a foreign car. Or what would you say?
Classic. American muscle over any of that foreign mess. Like I say 1980 back, not even 80. Yeah, 1980 back on American muscle. Yeah,
Okay,
I don't know.
that.
I feel like when the 90s hit, they just stopped caring about cars. They was like, we just gonna throw some mess together and make these people ride in it. I feel like a lot of good cars didn't really drop in the 90s. I mean, the Mustang was the only thing that was really persistent. The Mustang kept a good build in the 90s, but other than that, everybody else is like, we don't care about these cars.
Okay. My next question. I'm gonna make it harder for you. Basketball or baseball?
To watch or play?
To watch.
Basketball.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me give you a couple more. I had it on top of my head. Now you got me drawing blanks. Kickboxing or wrestling?
Now that's hard. I'm gonna watch wrestling, but I'm gonna fight kickboxing.
Okay.
But they close. It's like 1 and 1A on both of those. So
okay.
What is it? Was that how it go 1 and 1A or 1A and 1B? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like they this close on both of them. Because I literally like the thing I watch more than anything, to be honest, is wrestling and kickboxing. Like I don't be watching TV. I don't be watching movies. I watch old wrestling matches, like real like wrestling matches. Not like no WWE. And I watch kickboxing. That's what I watch more than anything.
Okay. My last question. This could be easy. This could be hard.
Yeah.
New England or Louisiana?
Oh, that's easy, man. Louisiana, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
Y'all got some nice stuff going on up here in this, yeah, whatever. But Louisiana home, and you can't. Like, I took my girl down there. She said the food was way better than Louisiana, and I was like, yes. I've been trying to tell you this whole time. There's no comparison. We know how to cook, and our white people know how to game.
Louisiana does have delicious foods. If you but that's my time right now, y'all. I gotta get out of here. Like I said, Instagram probably gonna pull me off. But that's my first interview with Aaron Trecell. And we out.
Feeling blessed. Accomplish all my goals. I'm trying to see what's next. I'm living what you seeing on the internet. Oh yeah, I'm crying tears of joy because I heard Jesus